people believe that Gambia is all about the beaches, but there's so much more to Gambia than the sandy beaches.
I believe
Gambia has traditions, it has cultures,
Yeah.
you know. So we want to decentralize everything. So when tourists come, they don't even they just don't stay in these Combo areas. They also travel to Mcadi, travel to Basse, because there's so much to see. I mean, for example, Bansang got one of the most beautiful landscapes you could find.
Yep.
You know, when you go to Mcadi, it's an island. They have fresh water, and you got the watch of the stone circles. But when it came to the documentary, it's about, you know, when it comes to documentary, they are narratives, you know, or they're observational documentaries. So this one is a narrative that tells a story, you know. So it's my story in which I'm presenting the Gambia to the world, so that you will know everything there's to know about Gambia. So by the time you watch it, you know what the tribes are. You know, you see some of the different cultures, the tradition, and how we live. Yeah. So that's it. When you get to the film festival, basically, people are going to start coming to the Gambia. And that's the ultimate goal. Of people coming to the Gambia, so the locals will benefit from it, the Gambians will benefit from it, and just me contributing my 5 cents to helping promote the Gambia to the outside world.
So I believe, so by doing so, are you looking out for ways to collaborate with certain institutions like the National Center for Arts and Culture, because they play a very vital role when it comes to such? So are you looking forward to collaborating with them in order to make things easier for you?
Yes, so when I was filming this documentary, I approached the Minister of Tourism, I approached the Gambia Tourism Board, I approached the NCAC and the Gambia Hotel Association to either do a collaboration or an association, you know, for the documentary. But at the time that I visited them, which was last year, unfortunately, they said that they were not in a position to help support my project. But it wasn't more of like support, it was like a collaboration in which, when it goes to the film festivals, basically, we're saying that this is about Gambia, and GT Board being on board my project would have pushed it further, because their objective is promoting the Gambia to the outside world. And I have a project that can do that. But, you know, at that point, it didn't really work out. That's the way I would put it out. But I recently found out that they were working with Nigerian influencers to promote the Gambia. You know, which was a bit shocking to me, because I'm a Gambian. I mean, a Nigerian influencer definitely, I mean, can do the short-term goal of doing it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but this project is going to be out probably for the next 18 months, because film festivals takes time.
No, even if he's going to do it for a long time, for a longer period and stuff like that, you cannot compare that with giving the opportunity to a Gambian, a fellow Gambian like you, because sometimes that's the kind of problem we have, because people believe, you know, some people, some artists, entrepreneurs, and, you know, even film producers, some of them, you know, this is what they will tell you, that they are not getting the support that they need from people that to support them. So if a Gambian brother is coming to you and then asking you to collaborate or to associate, and then, you know, you didn't give them the chance, you didn't give him the chance to be able to achieve that or to have that, and then you know, at the end of the day, you know, go out there and then collaborate with someone who is a non-Gambian, that's kind of funny. It's not entertaining at all. So, but what really happens when have they seen the video? Have they seen the project?
Definitely. Before they were the people that I wanted to work with most on this project. And when I went to them, it wasn't like I had gone with a finished product. Just telling them, this is easy. I've already done all of the job already. What we could do is we could do a collaboration or association. And my offer was a bit, it wasn't difficult. What I just told them was like, I needed just a little amount of money to be able to pay the film festivals.
Yeah.
And then if we get selected to film it, we travel together and then make sure that they show it at these screenings. Because with these screenings, you have over, for example, like 5,000 people watching this documentary. If 100 or 50 people come to Gambia, that's a benefit for the GT board. Because if they come to Gambia, definitely they're going to buy air tickets. When they buy the air tickets, at the airport, they're going to pay fees. When they pay their fees, they're also going to stay in hotels. Taxi drivers are going to benefit from it. I mean, restaurants are going to benefit from it. So I also had my fair share. And apart from the GT board, I also approached 100 businesses here in the Gambia, private businesses. And I offered them what we call like the paid partnerships. So the paid partnership, what it was like, what we do is we kind of like put your, for example, let's say you have a real estate company. So what we do is we would film part of your real estate and then make it part of the project. We're going to give you placements. So basically, we're giving you advertising on it, but it's going to be indirect. But 100 businesses to turn me down, you know. So I just had to be resilient and just believe in what I was doing and just push forward with the project. Yeah, so I fetched all of that. I'm filming this documentary, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's completed, you know, and I'm just happy that, I mean, it's all done.
That's crazy. For now, it's disappointing anyway. Yeah. Why that's set on the video after being played?
When I went, okay, Buma Deme Gambia Tourism Board, my jubilant VJ, but there was the minister be last July, Minister of Tourism, who was very helpful, you know what I'm saying. Within a couple of days, he wrote to the NCAC. NCAC wrote to the Gambia Tourism Board. I went to Gambia Tourism Board, I think it was last October. But it's like the information, when it gets passed down, it gets filtered along the way. So, Buma Deme Fini, Gambia Tourism Board, so the people that were supposed to look at the project were not in town at that point. So when they came, we had a meeting. You know, when we had a meeting, come no malako rek, Gaye gis nañ video bi. So bu Gaye gisee video bi, and they were like, yeah, definitely it looks good. Can you do us a proposal? So I wrote a proposal. I mean, for almost like 2 months plus. Okay. Mange har. So buma amute results, bena de la error ne mané, man dama dem si director bi si bopam, set nda comme mun na mo set video bi ni, xam nga na dina dem but
then after nga def lu
wow. So dem na si director bi at that point. So the one in charge, ma talk ak mom, but this was not the director. So bum ko sete, they just wrote back to me and told me, you know what, we're not in a position to support your project. And I'm just like, at this point, I couldn't do much about it. So I just had to proceed and just make sure that my document was completed. And then I just finally registered it with the Copyright Office on the 25th of October. Yeah, so that's when I got my copyright sorted. Yeah. So
how about the ministry?
I mean, what I understand with it is the minister kind of like has to work with the Gambia Tourism Board. Okay. So it was a chain work between the Minister of Tourism, the NCAC, and the Gambia Tourism Board. But the Gambia Tourism Board are responsible for that brand. The minister done his part, as in writing to them very promptly. Okay. But the response from the GT Board which was horrible, you know. So it was like, it took me months, because the person in charge, when I asked him that I'd done a proposal, he was not even aware that the proposal was there. I was waiting for almost 2 months. Wow. And then my project was basically just lying on the shelves and dusty, you know. So these are the things we face. And then they buga wa gamen, okay, ndawi bugin ligay ndawi ni man naman nek ndaw bo xamna ni comme production is very expensive.
It is.
Yeah, it's super expensive. So comme dama def li ma def ba pare man ñew, it was on a silver plate. Okay, definitely mën nañu def ne dañ am collaboration and association towards this project. Hit na ngeen yokal ma fa la ngeen fa bëgga yokal ñu sét naka lañ ko balancer, because dama bëggon mu nekk a reality documentary. Wow. So but it didn't happen, so but it is what it is. Yeah.
Maimunna,